Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. Okay, today is the 17th of September of 2021. Happy Friday, everyone. It is the weekend just around the corner. It's incredible how the weeks just go so quickly. I do hope that you're all doing well. I've had a lot of running around to do, a lot of errands today, so your message is just a little bit late. It's funny how Agape, every time I start to read, it's as though I'm calling her. She's going to jump up on the table anytime. The moon is transiting through Aquarius. Remember, we had two full moons in Aquarius, two consecutive full moons in Aquarius. The moon is about at the 11th degree, so it's just squared over to Venus in Scorpio. Emotional freedom, or a sense of changing things, transforming things, going deep with love matters, having those difficult communication of what needs to be done to feel a sense of freedom and to transform a situation. Agape changed her mind. She's sitting next to me. Okay, cool. This is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, for the heart. It's an oracle deck. Let's see what the messages are. I'd like to send a special thank you to Sweeter. Sweeter, I got your gift today. You're such a lovely soul. Thank you so much. And Sally, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your gifts for my daughter and myself. I'll be doing an unboxing, Sally. So those of you that want to see what Sally is very creative. She creates beautiful works of art. I'm going to show you what she creates, and I will do that unboxing so you could see the beautiful people that are in my life that make me feel special. Today I feel very, very special. Thank you to both of you, and those of you that have sent donations. Karen, thank you so much. And so many others of you. I usually do send out a thank you. So I appreciate it very much. 17th of September of 2021. What do we need to know with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart? From John Holland. What is the message today? We have Just Breathe, the Four of Swords, which speaks to inaction. It speaks to healing. Someone's going through healing, trying to heal that wounded heart, that broken heart, that disappointment. This does speak to no communication or someone needing time out. This could also speak to exhaustion, doing too much. We have Observe, so we've got Pisces here and the Hanging Man. Neptune. And Neptune, we know, is the ruling planet of Pisces. Neptune, has just opposed the Sun. Well, I should say the Sun came up from Virgo and opposed Neptune. So this could speak to a lack of clarity or not knowing concerning any matters of health. Virgo is about health. It's about service. It's about practicality. It's about purity, something based in reality. Neptune is the cloud in opposition to the Sun. The Sun can speak to healing, especially moving through Virgo. Right? The Sun is like a magnifying glass where we can see the things that we've missed, or have the ability maybe to get the clarity on what we've been confused about. Now, in opposition with Neptune, which does speak to spirituality, some of you are maybe digging inwards, so digging deep, looking at, your calling. What is your calling? What is your higher self telling you right now? And where there's been a lack of clarity, this could reveal some things to you, even though in opposition is not easy. Remember, Neptune is what we believe as well. So maybe we're seeing that what we believed is not really true. Some of us are growing spiritually, maybe using our third eye. Remember, our third eye, our intuition, sensing, and getting a sense of purpose and direction. But we're taking time out. This is no action. Now remember that Neptune can also speak to sacrifice, sacrificing something. This does speak to a hold-up, maybe because of lack of clarity or needing to heal where there has been clarity and there's been a disappointment. Okay, and opposition is not easy. I would say whatever is going on for you now, once the sun ingresses into Scorpio, so in the time of Scorpio, which the sun will be trining over to Neptune, pay attention to what this disappointment was, this hold up, this confusion maybe, this disappointment will probably, if there has been something that's unknown and you can't move forward because of no understanding or just too much, too much, you're bewildered, you're stressed out because there's information that's missing, and words, maybe harsh words that have been exchanged. Remember this, the Four of Swords comes after the Three, which is three of Swords. It is a disappointment. And some of you maybe are hoping through compassion, through love to heal anything. And this can seriously speak to an illness. Pisces can speak to psychological issues, mental havoc, anything concerning our thoughts, our perception. A form of this could also speak to someone having had maybe too much medicine or have been drinking maybe too much. Pisces can speak to a sense of escapism as well. Someone may be wanting to escape the truth as well. Let's see what the outcome is. And we've got the refusing to see, Two of Swords. So you see, someone is in a very dreamy state here. They're not wanting to see. I don't think that they can handle the truth here. We've got Six Swords. Two of Swords is a dilemma, isn't it? It's two choices, not knowing what to do. And there's the third eye, which I mentioned before. Someone's purposely wearing those rose-colored glasses because they feel that they cannot go on in a situation. Or they feel that, and this is also, Pisces and the Hanging Man could also speak to the ending of a major karmic cycle. A sense of imprisoning energies here. But a choice needs to be made to end something karmic, something that was very painful. But the choice is yours here. And we've got another two, spread your wings. Another two. So twos always speak to, they always speak to choices and a sense of balance, right? The Two of Wands does speak to turning your back on something. So maybe getting ready to step into something new that you desire and let go of something that's withered, something that's run its course. Two of Wands, going on that journey, knowing that the world is ours. It's in front of us. Taking a chance. And this could also speak to someone being blocked, not being able to move because of difficult choices. And the choices could also speak to travel. Spread your wings here. And, the spread your wings it speaks of a bird taking flight. The bird can speak to messages. It can speak to transition. Can speak to news coming through. Let's see. Four of Cups. Four of Pentacles. This has got a lot to do with home, with someone's stability, someone's foundation, family, matters of the past. We've got 3 fours. So a mischance that someone's been waiting for, or feeling as though it's not a good enough offer what's coming through. Does speak to disappointments, but still someone is not able to accept that Ace of Cups because there are other issues here related to money, family, fear, a lack of, feeling a lack of. This is the Miser card. And there's the feeling a lack of. So we go from the Four of Pentacles to the Five. The Five of Pentacles is two people feeling that they don't fit in, or this connection cannot happen. Someone's holding back on information about their social standing as well. Someone's not ready to move into a new relationship because they're still dealing with old matters here. 9 Pentacles altogether. 9, which is the Virgo card, and the someone who knows their worth. Here there is self-doubt on whether the other person feels the same or not, whether they're going to make the choice. This could also speak to someone waiting for another person to make their choice. It's taken forever. We've got the World card, which can speak to physical distance. The World card does speak to the ending, successfully closing a major door, a major cycle. Remember, this can speak to blockages as well. Closing this door is not an easy process. And this, you know, the World card could also speak to a long-term connection, a marriage. So someone has been feeling very single within a marriage, unhappy. There's the 9 of Cups, which says that someone is in transition mode here. They're in between. They're like leaving the past and moving towards their future, towards something that it is that they desire very much so. But they're holding also regrets concerning the past, maybe having regret doing things the way they did. 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but it's also, again, overindulging. This could speak to drinking a bit too much, binging, doing anything that helps one escape some pain or a heartbreak or a disappointment. And someone is just trying to numb out the pain here. And that's not the healthy way to go about it. Spread your wings does speak to a sense of courage. Spread your wings and fly. You can do that. You can do it. And that can speak to going somewhere, going on a journey. The birds are free. This does speak to a sense of freedom. And the 6 of Wands says that there will be success here, everyone. Okay, 6 of Wands, this is obviously success in business. It can, we can be talking a little bit about, you know, someone that has got a little bit of ego here. So again, there's a sense of humbling here. But you know, the 6 is always coming into balance and harmony. And whatever this effort is that's been put in, someone knows that they can do this. Someone knows, even though there's doubts, the possibilities are that there is, with the World card here, which is, it's the 4 fixed signs, and here we've got Leo as well. 4 fixed signs, whether it's easy or not, someone will complete this cycle. Someone will manage this situation. And it's not because I feel that someone is very like stepping on eggshells or worried about closing up a major cycle in their life. Something is ending here because there's been a lack of not feeling secure, safe, happy in a situation. And I feel that through the astrology, we know whatever's going on in the ethers is reflecting to us down here. Someone is being pushed to do something, pushed from a situation, from spirit, from their guides, whatever the situation is that someone's in here. And we've got a 4-3-2. 4-3-2 goes backwards. So it's as though we're dealing with past matters, or someone that's trying to go forward but going backwards, needing to do something concerning the past before they can actually finish and close up this cycle, which is something that they've been hoping for, that they've got the ability to succeed in. And there's the Three of Cups. Three of Cups, which does speak to a celebration, being able to do this. Three of Cups, reconciliation, rekindling, working together in a group. This could also be divine help coming in. Remember that the Pisces card, which does speak to, our beliefs, Neptune, believing in the help coming from spirit, believing in the highest good, that's whatever's going on is for our highest good. It is for our soul's evolution as well. Let's see what the Lenormand hold today. We've got the owls here, which is a 12, very similar to the hanging man. Well, the 12 is, the owls usually are in other Lenormand cards decks. We've got birds. So the owls do speak to wisdom, also speaks to a sense of fear, or, things that are unknown, quite dark. But the owls do speak to wisdom as well. Knowledge. And it's the Seven of Pentacles, which is again another card of being stuck. We've got the letter here. And the letter does speak to news coming through. These could be documents or emails or information or a conversation, communication. Suppose it could be contracts as well. Seven of Swords. So something that was maybe unknown to you because of someone trying to keep something hidden. This could be communicated. So even with the refusing to see, I do feel that someone's being pushed to be able to see from their third eye. Someone is being pushed into a situation where they're going to have to believe in what their higher self is telling them, even though they've sort of been looking the other way, not wanting to see the truth. We've got 3 sevens here, everyone. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. 3 sevens are 21, which is the World card. We've got the tree, and the tree does speak to Saturn in Capricorn. It's something that's grown roots, it's growth, yes, it is a sense of being grounded. It can speak to the past. It can speak to spirituality as well as health. This could also speak to a spiritual connection. So there's been a lot of lessons, a lot of learning here. And with the tree, number 5, remember, 5s always speak to changes. 5 is also the Hierophant, so it can speak to someone's beliefs. It can speak to someone's home or their family. Okay, there's news here and there's wisdom. Now, this could also, the birds. Number 12, which usually shows the birds, right? It can speak to a sense of tension, anxiety, nervousness, maybe even gossip with the 3 of Cups here. And news coming through, written, spoken, letter, mail, of something that's grown roots, something that is long-term, something that's stable, and something concerning traditions. And we've got the 10 of Swords. We've got the ship here, number 3, which does speak to a good sense of transition. So a lucky transition, a farewell, someone taking a journey, someone coming in, someone ready to go on an adventure. This can speak to something that is long-term. Both these, well, this card speaks to 9 to 12 months, everyone, and this card speaks to long time. So someone's been transitioning maybe for quite some time. This could also speak to moving over water, flying. So someone is transitioning, maybe wanting to travel to a distance, to a place that they feel called to. And they've had difficulties in doing that. They've had lots of blockages, maybe money issues as well. But the news comes through, which promises something long-term. And some of you were not trusting in your intuition, that you would succeed in whatever this is. There's the sun. The sun does speak to clarity, happiness, joy, romance, true love, feeling like a child. And there is the offer with the Page of Cups, again the Piscean energy. It's a small offer of love, but it comes in unexpectedly. Quite refreshing energies and a beautiful surprise I feel we have here. A beautiful surprise. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is for today, please, Spirit. 4, 3, 7, and 2 is 9. So we are in the time of Virgo still. 9 is the Hermit. If we count this as well, that's an 11. So 11 is Justice. So we're going from Virgo season to Libra season very soon. Happy birthday, dear Virgo. Wow. These cards are very flip-flop. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. Remember, these are only major arcana cards, so they are what Spirit wants us to know they are. This is something that we cannot change, we cannot undo. Okay, this is Spirit. There is the Hanging Man again. So Pisces is very, very prominent. We've got Pisces and Virgo, so we've got the High Priestess here. And you know, Pisces twice, and the High Priestess could be a third person in a love relationship, a hidden relationship, a secretive relationship, an affair. And we've got the Death card. Oh my God. So much water. So much water. Scorpio. Now Venus is transiting through Scorpio, right? So Venus, we know she goes deep, where there's been secrecy. Remember that the High Priestess, she's got a strong intuition. Remember also that she's a number 2. So there's been a lot of secrecy. Maybe that's why there may have also been you may feel as though something has ended, something has completed. But what I see here is that with the tree here, the door's open to many choices. Remember, 7 of Cups also speaks to Pisces. And I do feel that, you know, as Jupiter is transiting through Aquarius, which is the house of wish fulfillment, there's work being done behind the scenes. Remember, Jupiter is retrograding. Saturn is there, which is also limiting. It's as though Jupiter is doing the work now. He's revisited Aquarius, where he was moving forward. And he's, you know, tying up all those loose ends, doing the work. Remember, Jupiter is all about expansion. And Jupiter in Aquarius is very futuristic. So I do feel as the end of the year comes, when Jupiter will ingress into Pisces, which will be very magical. Very, very magical indeed. Very much of a, you know, an ascension process for humanity and for all of us in certain areas of life. Where is Pisces for you? Which house is Pisces for you? Which area of life is Pisces in your chart? Because there's something that's changing drastically here. And remember that all the, 4 fixed signs are being triggered with Saturn, Saturn being limiting and Uranus through Taurus. We're needing to let go of the past and move towards the future, right? And the Scorpio season will be very important, obviously, here. With Venus being in Scorpio, well, soon, it won't be long before Mars enters Scorpio as well. Lots of changes will be happening, everyone. Remember there, we've got two cards of secrecy and a card of illusion. So whatever it is you think is going on is probably not happening at all. Something completely different is probably going on here. Or the truth is right in front of us and we can't see it. We're refusing to see it. But the possibilities are here that we will come into balance. We've got the potential by doing the work, by transitioning. Remember, the death card is also a transition. And we've got the Hierophant here, teach. We're all going through lessons. Someone is spreading their wings where a marriage is concerned. They could be flying away, helpless and hopeless, you see. Eight of Swords, someone's perception holding them imprisoned. Maybe their traditions, their family, their heritage holds them back. They're refusing to see that they're actually free. It's up to them to spread their wings and move towards something that will give them more stability. Okay, the wisdom, the owls here do speak to wisdom and intelligence. We've all gone through many lessons. We're going through lessons. There is the star. There is the star, the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate connection. Someone is ready or planning or waking that they need to take the action. And I do feel that someone is already transitioning. That could be physical, emotional, spiritual. We've got Pisces and we've got Scorpio. Two very strong signs, but remember in astrology they're both very dark houses. Scorpio is all about mysticism, secrecy. Neptune is wearing those rose-colored glasses. It's dark, it's our subconscious. Looks like we need to dig deeper. What's at the bottom here? And we've got Pluto and Scorpio again. A resurrection, a crisis, a critical moment. Having gone through a resurrection or a death, someone is being resurrected. Someone's life is being resurrected. Now, the High Priestess does speak to a spiritual connection. We also have the High Priest here. So someone needs to take off those rose-colored glasses, no doubt. This is help from Spirit, help from the angels. This is, remember the cross here. The cross can also speak to someone's beliefs. And we did have a very big day. On the 14th of September was the day of the Holy Cross, the celebration of the Holy Cross. So I think it's got a lot to do with one's beliefs here. All right. I want to take the Mystic Moon Oracle. I want to take 3 cards, maybe if I need a couple more. Let's take 3 of the Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's just see how the energies are. Well, I can't shuffle today. I'm going to take 1 on each of the Psychic Tarot for the Heart on the oracles. Dark night of the soul. Someone's been through the dark night of the soul and they're trying to heal with that 4 of Swords. And that can also speak to someone's health. Someone not being in a really good place. We've got vibrations. This is picking up, understanding that there is spirit. We are connected. Okay, someone also has got the ability to see through that third eye. But someone is refusing to see. Let's see that refusing to see. What's that about? And there is the lesson. There is the lesson. Someone is learning to use their intuition. Someone is awakening. They are certainly awakening. And spread your wings, my God. What's that all about? And can you see the book? It's an open book, which means lessons, which means when that third eye opens, all the information is there. It's in front of us. We've got abandoned. Someone is abandoning. Someone is abandoning a situation. Maybe this could speak to childhood issues as well. Someone's just getting up and abandoning a situation here. Or someone felt as though they weren't good enough here. Self-worth issues. Yes, the abandoned does speak to childhood. Let's take another card. And we've got the Tower. Destruction does speak to a Tower moment. As I said, a difficult maybe awakening. And there's a refocus, everyone. So we are doing the work. The refocus does speak to retrogrades, returning, refocusing where our focus has been put. Re speaks to retrogrades, and we are in retrograde cycles where, you know, it's not long before Mercury turns retrograde. We will be revisiting old situations, maybe needing to close up something that was dark for us, something that was difficult. Refocus. Someone's focusing again on something that they felt came down, on a situation that made them feel helpless and hopeless and abandoned. And we've got new direction. Amazing. Amazing. New direction. You could see here we've got the clouds. Here we've got the clouds clearing and the sun is coming through. I do feel that the work we're doing now, we are the hermits. We are growing spiritually. A lot to do with health matters. Is there truth? Are we being told the truth concerning health matters? We don't know who we can trust anymore. Trust your higher self. Trust what your heart is telling you. Let's take a message from the goddesses and sirens today. I feel called to. Thank you, Spirit. And we have Andromache. 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 I don't know how to pronounce this, everyone, but it's called strength. Well, andro means manly in Greek. Andromache. Let's read from the book. She's very powerful. Look at her. She's holding a bow, an arrow. She is fierceless. Look at that. Look at the power within her. She's called to action. Let's read her. Healthy fierceness is required. Strengthen your physical body. Walk forward in pride and know that you can fight any battle. Balance between masculine and feminine. Andromache, I'm going to read her, was a ferocious queen of all-female warrior tribe, the Amazons. Her very name meant fighter of men, and she was said to have fought Hercules himself. There is much modern conjecture about whether or not Amazons actually existed or were a part of Greek and African mythology only. Understandably, the idea of a wildly beautiful yet bloodthirsty tribe of women could be seen as quite a fanciful notion for any patriarchal society. However, there seems to be too much archaeological evidence and now recent discoveries to discount their actual existence. Let's read that once more. Understandably, the idea of a wildly beautiful yet bloodthirsty tribe of women could be seen as quite a fanciful notion for any patriarchal society. However, there seems to be too much archaeological evidence and now recent discoveries to discount their actual existence. For me, I believe that where there is smoke, there is fire. Myth comes from mouth to mouth, from generation to generation. Where there are deities or myths, I do feel that there is a great chance that they did exist. And I'm going to say that she's a very ferocious, feminine figure, obviously, which to me she speaks of, and I could see her as Eris in astrology. Eris moving through Aries, right? Eris is the sister of Mars. Eris in Aries is squaring over to Pluto in Capricorn, which is the patriarchy. So we've got all these beautiful divine goddesses, which are asteroids. We've got Vesta, we've got Juno, we've got, let me just see, Vesta, Juno, we've got Lilith, and who am I missing? Vesta, Ceres, Persephone. We've got so many beautiful divine feminine goddesses that are coming together. They're in positions of power right now, and we know that with Eris, which is squaring Pluto, Eris is stronger. Eris is way out than Pluto, and Eris is obviously she's demanding respect, she's demanding justification, and she's demanding equal justice. And Eris can speak to the divine feminine growing, the power within the divine feminine growing. Okay, and we know that the divine feminine can also fight, just like Andromache. And, you know, they do say that the divine feminine has got you know, the ability to give birth, to endure pain more than what the divine masculine has. So that's the power from within. And I don't mean to knock those of you that are men out there or masculine, more masculine, but yeah, there is power here, and why not work together? Why not come into balance, Libra, harmony, and work together as a team? Okay, the Amazons were said to be born on the backs of horses and rode as soon as they were able. No man lived within their tribe, except perhaps as slaves, and it is said that once a year, in order to boost their numbers, the women warriors would invite neighboring tribes of men to mate with them in a mass ritual. The resulting female babies were kept and raised as Amazons, while the boys were either given back to the men or exposed to die. The women were trained in many forms of hand-to-hand combat, but their most unique weapon was the labrys, a double-headed axe, which was worn over the back and easily accessed while on horseback. These women were physically strong and matched any man in horsemanship and their skill with weapons. The Amazons were ferocious fighters, and it was considered an act of great courage and warrior craft to kill one, according to ancient Athenian sources. The ancient historian Herodotus tells us that a young Amazon was only allowed to marry after killing a male in combat. Modern historians think that Andromache is indeed the queen Hippolyte, whose girdle Hercules had to obtain as part of his 12 labors. She had to obtain Hercules' girdle, to obtain as part of his 12 labors. The very first depictions of this event available to us today appear on ancient pottery, the first dating back to 700 BC. Perhaps the most complete of these depictions is on an urn that now rests in the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, USA, dated 570 BC. It shows a white-skinned Andromache dressed in a short fighting chiton at the end of her battle with Hercules. She is surrounded by other fighting Amazons, yet is moments from death from the short sword of her nemesis. Yes, the story of Andromache and Hercules had a sad ending for the Amazon. She was defeated after a brutal battle. Hercules, wearing his magical lion skin that made him invincible, didn't help any. This seems to be the pattern for many of the great Amazonian battles against the Greeks, perhaps echoing the idea that feminine power, while strong, should be subjugated and defeated. The Amazons have been a symbol of the power of women for millennia and certainly became popular again as feminism grew in the West from the late 1960s. In most parts of Greece, where women were considered inferior to men in almost every way, the Amazons were something to be feared and in some ways to wonder at. Whilst it is more acceptable for women to be physically strong today, women still doubt their physical prowess. The idea that to be desired by men, one has to be smaller, weaker, and quieter still remains. The idea that women should have a man to take care of them also is a largely enduring status, and one that sadly allows women to rely upon or sometimes even burden a masculine partner, where being an equal partner would be far healthier for both. Healthy fierceness is a positive trait in situations that require it, and Andromache and her sisters show us that boundaries are necessary for the success of the tribe. Yes, everything in healthy doses, I'm going to say, is called for. Let's read the shadow side just in case it speaks to you more. In their need to be as strong both physically and mentally as possible, the Amazons became not only ferocious killers, but allowed their hatred of men to become so all-encompassing that they left boy children out to die. To embrace our strength as women, we do not need to hate our opposite, but to rise above this way of thinking. Women have their own unique power and do not need to imbalance themselves by always seeking the masculine way to do things. Whilst the Amazons strapped their breasts so that they could shoot arrows more accurately, today we do not need to deny our biology to find our targets. That's funny. We know that the way humanity is growing and ascending, we're moving away from those injustices of the past, the racism of gender, and people are growing more closer. You know, there's more healthy, equal giving and receiving from the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I do feel that, yes, we are hoping for equality. We're hoping for balance. We're hoping for justice in humanity, and know that we are all equal, whether we are this, that, or the other. Okay, that's what it's all about for me. Now, and I'm going to say also that there's nothing wrong with having, you know, the ability to help the masculine, the divine masculine, to help them work as a team. That is power. Always, two are more than one. Two are stronger than one. Two is teamwork. And that's what is very important, everyone. Not to be, you know, separated, not to be divided. That's our downfall. Division, and where there is division in humanity, there is the ability to be taken over, right? You get where I'm coming from. Okay. Togetherness. Togetherness is what the message is today. I want to leave you with that. I want to thank you all so much. I do feel that we are all being refocused. We're refocusing our paths, our trajectories, our lives. There are new directions opening up, new paths, everyone. Okay, as we are being resurrected with the help of Spirit here, we will be successful. Life and humanity is in transition. Right now, we do need to believe that sometimes it's good to stay in tune with our roots, with the people that we call our own, right? This does speak to all being one, the family, right? And the ability for health to come through. This could also speak to good news coming through concerning health, the health of the world, because we're all going through the dark night of the soul now. We're all in this together. We will be successful, even though it seems really dark and so confusing, and there's so much mysticism and secrecy and deception. Spirit has our back, everyone. And here is Archangel Michael twice saying that all will be well. Divine timing. There is healing that will come through. It's coming in. Okay, through the angels, through Spirit, through God, through whoever you believe in. Stand in your strength. Know that we are all together in this. Stand strong, take leadership, and do what you need to do. We're all in this together. Love you all so much. Sending you healing if that is what you need. Don't get stuck in your fear. Don't stay in fear. Don't stay in secrecy. Be open, communicate. And don't forget to be democratic and be open to listen to other people's point of views. Keep an open ear. All the information that we need is out there. Do not close up your ears and wear those rose-colored glasses. Talk to you soon. Love you all so much. Namaste.